Let me ask you something. Have you ever thought, can I do something bigger in my life? Do you sometimes feel like your dreams are too far away? Or maybe you want to do something great, but you don't know where to start? If you said yes to any of these questions, then this video is for you. Welcome to our channel, where we help you grow, improve yourself, and learn English step by step. Today's topic is very special. It's called Think Big, Achieve Big. But what does that mean? It means when you have big dreams, big goals, and a strong belief in yourself, you can do amazing things. You don't have to stay stuck in the same place. You can grow. You can change. You can build a better future, no matter where you are right now. In this video, I'm going to show you why thinking big is important, what stops most people from dreaming big, and how you can start thinking bigger in your own life. I'll also share how this mindset can help you become better at learning English and reaching your life goals. So, stay with me until the end. Because one simple idea in this video could change the way you think forever. You're not here by accident. You're here because you want more from life. And that's the first big step. Why thinking big is important. Thinking big means allowing yourself to dream beyond your current situation. It means looking at your life and asking, what more is possible for me? Many people live their lives in a small box, thinking only about what they already know or what feels safe. They limit themselves by saying, I can't do that, or that's not for someone like me. But thinking big is different. It's about seeing a bigger future and believing that, step by step, you can get there. It's not about being unrealistic. It's about opening your mind to new ideas, new goals, and new chances that you may have never seen before. Let's take some real-life examples. Think about Elon Musk. He was not born rich, and English was not even his first language. But he believed in big ideas, like creating electric cars, building rockets, and one day going to Mars. Many people laughed at him, but he kept going. Why? Because he thought big. Or take Oprah Winfrey. She grew up in poverty and faced many challenges in her early life, but she didn't let that stop her. She believed she could achieve something great. And today, she's one of the most successful and inspiring people in the world. These people didn't start out with everything, but they had a big vision. They believed in more. You don't have to be famous to think big. Let me tell you a simple story. A young student from a small town wanted to speak English fluently and travel the world. At first, people told her it was impossible. Her family didn't have much money, and there were no good English teachers nearby. But she started learning online, practicing every day, and never gave up. Today, she teaches English to others and works in an international company. How did that happen? She thought big, even when her situation was small. When you think big, you start to see more possibilities. You begin to take action, make better choices, and move toward a better future. You stop being afraid of failure and start believing in your power to change. Big thinking doesn't mean you have to do everything at once. It just means you open your mind and stop saying, I can't. Instead, you ask, how can I? And when you do that, your life starts to grow. Common mindset blocks. Now that we understand why thinking big is important, let's talk about something that quietly stops many people from ever doing it. And that's the mindset blocks we all carry. You see, it's easy to tell someone to think big, but when they try, fears and doubts often come into their mind. These thoughts can make you feel stuck or small, even when your heart wants something more. One of the biggest mindset blocks is the belief that you're not good enough. You might think, I'm not smart enough, I don't speak English well, or I don't have the right background. These thoughts create walls in your mind, invisible walls that stop you from even trying. But here's the truth. These thoughts are not facts. They are just beliefs, and beliefs can change. Another common block is the fear of failure. Many people are so afraid of making mistakes that they don't even start. They worry, what if I try and fail? Or what if people laugh at me? This fear can be very powerful, especially when we've failed in the past, or when we care too much about what others will say. But failure is a normal part of success. Every successful person has failed, sometimes many times, before reaching their goal. Failure doesn't mean you're not good enough. It means you're learning, growing, and getting stronger. If you avoid trying just because you're afraid to fail, you're also avoiding the chance to succeed. One more big mindset block is the fear of judgment. This happens when we worry too much about what others will think of us. Maybe you want to speak English in public, but you're afraid someone will laugh at your mistakes. Or maybe you want to start a new project or dream, but your friends or family might not support you. This fear keeps many people from being their true selves. But you must remember, people will always have opinions. You can't control what they think, but you can choose to follow your own path. The truth is, people are often too busy with their own lives to worry about yours. And those who truly care will support you anyway. All of these blocks, self-doubt, fear of failure, fear of judgment, are very common. You are not alone if you feel these things. Many of us feel this way at some point in life. And that's okay. What matters is that you don't let these feelings control your future. You can start to change them. You can replace the thought, I'm not good enough, with I'm learning and growing every day. You can change, what if I fail, into what if I succeed. This small shift in thinking can create big changes in your life. It's not always easy, but it is always possible. You have the power to change your thoughts, and when you do that, you change your life. Remember, mindset blocks are not permanent. They are just habits of thinking, and you can break them. You are capable of more than you know, and when you start to believe that, everything around you begins to change. How to start thinking big, step by step. So now you might be thinking, okay, I understand why thinking big is important, but how do I actually do it? That's a great question. And the good news is, you can start right now, step by step. Thinking big doesn't mean changing your whole life overnight. It means starting small, but with a bigger vision in your heart. Let's look at some simple and powerful steps that can help you begin your journey. First, dream beyond your current situation. Maybe right now, your life feels small or limited. Maybe you don't have many resources, or you're facing problems. That's okay. Thinking big doesn't mean ignoring your reality. It means believing that your future can be better than your present. Close your eyes for a moment and ask yourself, what kind of life do I truly want? Don't worry if it feels impossible at first. Just allow yourself to imagine it. That dream, even if it's far away, can guide your steps and give you the energy to move forward. Second, set goals that scare and excite you. Many people set small goals because they're afraid of failing. But when your goal is too small, you don't feel excited. And without excitement, it's hard to stay motivated. So choose goals that make you feel both a little afraid and a little excited at the same time. For example, maybe you want to speak English fluently, start your own business, or study in another country. Those are big goals. And that's good. Big goals help you grow. Write them down and break them into smaller steps you can start today. Third, surround yourself with growth-minded people. The people around you affect your mindset more than you think. If everyone you spend time with complains, gives up easily, or tells you your dreams are too big, you will slowly start to believe them. But if you spend time with people who support you, encourage you, and believe in their own goals too, you'll feel stronger and more positive. If you can't find these people in real life yet, that's okay. You can also find them in books, YouTube videos, podcasts, and online communities. Choose to fill your mind with voices that lift you up, not bring you down. Fourth, learn something every day, especially things that help your future. This can include learning English, building a new skill, or feeding your mind with positive ideas. Big thinkers are always learning. They don't wait for someone to push them. They take responsibility for their growth. So ask yourself, what can I learn today that will help me tomorrow? Even 15 minutes of learning a day can make a big difference over time. Learning builds confidence, and confidence helps you think bigger. Finally, visualize your success. This means using your imagination to see yourself achieving your goal. It's like watching a movie in your mind where you are the main character, and you are winning. For example, if your goal is to speak English fluently, imagine yourself having a smooth conversation with a native speaker. Picture yourself smiling, feeling confident, and speaking clearly. If you want to travel or study abroad, imagine yourself on that plane or walking on a new campus. When you do this often, your brain starts to believe that it's possible. And when you believe it's possible, you take more action to make it real. These 5 steps, dreaming bigger, setting exciting goals, choosing the right people, learning daily, and visualizing success, are simple, but very powerful. You don't need to do everything perfectly. Just start with one step today. When you train your mind to think bigger, you change how you see yourself, and that changes how you live. Don't wait for the perfect time. Start now with what you have, and you'll be surprised how far you can go. Think big in English learning. Let's now talk about how thinking big can change the way you learn English. Many learners make one big mistake. They only focus on passing tests, finishing grammar books, or learning just enough to get by. But what if you aimed higher? What if your goal was not just to pass an exam, but to speak English so well that you could travel, study abroad, make international friends, or even build a global career? That's what thinking big in English learning means. It means not limiting yourself to small results. It means dreaming of real fluency, the kind that gives you confidence, power, and freedom. Let me tell you a short, inspiring story. There was a young woman from a small village who didn't speak any English. She used to think, people like me can never learn a language like that. But she started learning step by step. She watched English videos, repeated phrases, practiced speaking alone, and kept going even when it was hard. Over time, her English improved. She started helping others online, then got a chance to study in another country. Today, she works for an international company and travels the world. Her life changed, not because she was lucky, but because she thought big and took action every day. She didn't stop at just learning. She believed that English could change her future, and it did. That's the power of thinking big in your English journey. Don't say, "I just want to understand a little." Say, "I want to speak fluently. I want to express myself clearly. I want to connect with the world." Your English is more than just a subject. It's a skill that can open doors to your biggest dreams. Maybe you dream of giving a speech, starting a YouTube channel, applying for scholarships, or building your own business. English can help you do all of that. So don't aim small. Aim high. Your journey may be slow at first, but if you keep dreaming big, working daily, and believing in yourself, your English will take you further than you can imagine. Achieving big. Take small steps. Daily. Now, let's talk about something very important: how to actually achieve big goals. You see, many people get excited when they hear big ideas or dream of big success. But later, they feel lost or discouraged because they don't know where to start. Or they try once and give up when they don't see fast results. But here's the truth. Big success doesn't come from doing something huge all at once. It comes from doing small, smart actions every single day, even when it feels boring or slow. That's the secret. Small steps, done with love and consistency, create big change over time. Let's take a simple example. If you want to speak English fluently, you don't need to study for 10 hours a day. Instead, start with just 10 minutes of reading every morning. Read a short story, a news article, or a page from your favorite book. Then, each day, try to learn 5 new words, not just memorizing them, but using them in a sentence, writing them down, or repeating them out loud. Also, speak English with confidence, even if it's just to yourself. Stand in front of the mirror and practice introducing yourself. Record your voice. Talk about your day in English. These small things may feel simple, even too simple, but they are powerful. When done daily, they build real fluency and confidence. The most important thing here is consistency and patience. Some days you'll feel tired. Some days you won't see any progress. That's normal. But remember this: every great speaker, every successful person, every fluent English learner you see today, they also had slow days, hard days, and days where nothing seemed to work. But they kept going. They understood that success is like growing a tree. You water it a little each day, and at first, nothing happens. But under the soil, the roots are growing strong. And one day, when you least expect it, the first leaf appears, then the second, and then it starts to grow faster. So if you want to achieve big things in life or in your English journey, don't wait for the perfect moment or a big push. Just start small, but be consistent. A little progress each day adds up to big success in the future. Be patient. Trust the process. Your efforts are not wasted. They are building your future, step by step. Real-life examples or success stories. Now, let's look at a couple of powerful real-life examples of people who thought big and achieved big. These stories will show you that no dream is too big if you take the right steps and stay persistent. The first story is about J.K. Rowling, the author of the famous Harry Potter series. Before she became one of the most successful authors in the world, Rowling faced rejection after rejection. She was a single mother living on welfare, struggling to make ends meet. She had no money, no support, and no guarantee that her books would ever be published. Yet, she dreamed big. She thought, what if I could create a world where magic exists, and children everywhere could experience it? She took small steps every day, writing whenever she had the chance. Eventually, Harry Potter was published and became a global phenomenon. J.K. Rowling's story shows us that thinking big doesn't mean starting with big resources. It means having a big vision and believing in it enough to take consistent action, even when things look impossible. Another story is about Nick Vujicic, an Australian man born without arms and legs. Many people would have thought that his life would be filled with challenges beyond imagination. However, Nick didn't accept limitations. He refused to believe that his situation would define his future. Instead, he focused on what he could do, not what he couldn't. He learned to live a life full of joy, and today he is a famous motivational speaker, inspiring millions of people around the world. His message is simple. No matter where you start or what challenges you face, you can achieve amazing things if you think big, dream big, and take action. Nick's story teaches us that even the hardest situations can lead to greatness if you change your mindset and refuse to let obstacles control your path. So, what can we learn from these stories? First, thinking big is not just for those who seem to have all the advantages. It's for anyone who dares to dream beyond their circumstances. Second, your challenges and setbacks don't define you. How you respond to them and the actions you take will. Lastly, big achievements don't happen by waiting for perfect conditions. They happen when you make consistent small steps towards your dream. Just like J.K. Rowling wrote one word at a time, and Nick Vujicic made one decision after another to live fully. These stories remind us that no matter where we start, thinking big and acting daily can lead to amazing achievements. As we reach the end of this video, I want to speak directly from my heart and remind you of something very important. Your thoughts shape your future. The way you think today is what will determine where you are tomorrow. If you keep thinking small, you'll only see small results. But if you begin to think bigger, if you start believing in your potential to achieve amazing things, that belief will begin to transform your life. Don't let fear control your decisions. Don't let doubt hold you back from dreaming big. You are capable of so much more than you realize. All it takes is a shift in your mindset and a commitment to take action, no matter how small those steps may be. I know it can be scary. I know there will be days when you doubt yourself, but I'm here to tell you, it's okay to feel scared. It's okay to feel unsure. Every successful person has felt those things, but they didn't let fear stop them. They took one step forward, then another, and then another. And over time, those small steps added up to big results. And I want you to do the same. Start today. You don't have to wait for a perfect moment. You don't have to wait for everything to be just right. Take that first small step, no matter how simple it may seem. Read for 10 minutes. Learn 5 new words. Speak English with confidence. These actions, when done consistently, will take you closer to your dreams. Remember, this is your moment. If you're ready to grow, to expand your mindset, to achieve more than you ever thought possible, this is the time to start. You have the power to change your life, to unlock doors you never imagined, to learn a new language, to grow your skills, and to reach new heights in your personal and professional life. But it all begins with one thing: the decision to think big. So, think bigger than your fears. Think bigger than your doubts. Think bigger than your past. And then, take that first step today. Believe in yourself and your ability to create the life you want. I know you can do it. If you found this video inspiring, and if you're ready to start thinking big and achieving big, hit that subscribe button and join our community of learners and dreamers. Share your dreams with me in the comments below. What's that big goal you want to achieve? I'd love to hear about it and support you on your journey. If this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who could use a little motivation today. Together, we can all grow, learn, and achieve amazing things. Let's make big dreams a reality, one small step at a time.